a very good chef. Earning itself the nickname of Little Paris, we've arrived with Scenic into Romania's capital city of Bucharest. As soon as you arrive here, you know that you're in a quintessential Eastern Bloc city. It's got that real feel of communism mixed in with influences from all over Europe, so it's pretty exciting to be here and check out what's next for the city of Bucharest. Now, you wouldn't exactly describe the streets of Bucharest as colourful, but interesting, definitely. The history dates back to its early settlement some 2,500 years ago. And since then, it's survived world wars, been occupied by a handful of nations, and now on the rise as a bustling capital. My scenic guide Iris, who was born and bred here, fills me in on some of the amazing influences. So do a lot of people come here just to see the architecture?
Yes, I think many foreigners come here to see my beautiful Bucharest.
It seems to be a really amazing mix of all these different eras.
Yes, because in different centuries we have different influence from Greece, from Turkey, from France, and recently in the communist time some buildings from the communist time, so it's a mixture of architecture of all these styles.
Some of that influence came from a very self-absorbed dictator by the name of Nicolae Ceausescu. Now, if you were a communist dictator, you'd probably want to show your power off to the people. And the best way to do that is to build something as big as your ego. Something like this. Communism at its finest. This is the Palace of Parliament, the world's second largest government building after the Pentagon. There's over 1,000 rooms, and each year it costs about $6 million to heat, and it sinks about 5 millimetres due to its incredible weight. Walking through this behemoth is quite the scenic experience. So the story goes that back in 1992, Michael Jackson was here touring, and he had all his fans from Bucharest down here below, and Michael stood here and goes, "I love you, Budapest." As you can imagine, there was a deathly silence. MJ wasn't the only one to make the mistake. He apparently shares it with Madonna, who also succumbed to the mix-up. As you explore the city though, its deep history and culture keeps you guessing what's around the next corner. From 100-year-old restaurants to life on the streets of Bucharest, it's a great introduction to Eastern Europe.